Hi guys, so for today's video I thought I'd bring you guys my recent reads. I'll tell you where I bought the book, I'll tell you a little bit about them, and if I'm telling you about them it means I like them, because I wouldn't share them if I didn't like them. So let's start up here. This is called 5 Summers. I bought this book from the dollar store. It was definitely a good read. It is about 4 girls that go to summer camp 5 summers long. And over these 5 summers, they become the best of friends. I mean, to the point where they have a special name for each other. Like, they're called the Gems, which is Joe, Emma, Maddie, and Skylar. They become the best of friends. They don't have secrets from each other, and they just are the best of friends. Over time, after their 5th summer, to come back, they have to be a counselor in training, which 2 of the girls don't come back that summer. In that time, they lose sight of their friendship. Their friendship becomes very rocky. They keep secrets from each other. They don't tell each other what's going on, and they lose contact with each other. A couple years later, they come back for a reunion trip. And over the reunion, they realize that their friendships have taken just a rocky turn. And through that last summer, that reunion, they start to build their friendship back up, especially during the capture the flag game that the girls have never won, and it ends up that the girls win it because they capture the guy's flag. But they learn a lot about themselves and about their friendship and just what it takes to be good friends, and they learn each other's secrets. And it's a really good book. If you have younger teenage girls or like preteens, this would definitely be a good book for them. Like I said, I found it at the dollar store, and it was definitely worth the $1 I paid for it. The next book, also bought from the dollar store, is called Flowers in the Sky. It's about a young girl that comes from the Dominican Republic after her mom called her in a compromising situation, or what she thought was a compromising situation, with a boy. And with that, her mom sends her to New York to go live with her brother. And while she's living with her brother, she just starts questioning things, especially about her brother, because he has all this money, but he doesn't have a really good paying job. And there's a secret room in there's a room in their apartment building that has all this stuff in it, and she's not sure about it and why he has it. And towards the end of the book, her brother does get arrested. And so her skepticism is well placed. But the reason the story is called Flowers in the Sky is while she was in the Dominican Republic, she had a garden, a beautiful garden that she loved to no end. And being that she moved to New York and couldn't have a garden, on the fire escape outside her building, she planted flowers in like flower pots and made flowers in the sky. Also during the book, she falls in love with a boy from the area who everyone tells her is dangerous and is bad and she shouldn't. In the end, he happens to be one person that she can trust the most, because he's gotten out of the life that her brother's in, and he's changed his life, and he's doing so much better for himself. And so he's like the one person she can go to. Again, definitely worth the $1 I paid for it, and I recommend it just for, you know, a little rainy day read. Definitely. The next book I have is called Kiss Me That Way. I bought this at Walmart. It's probably between $5 and $6. I don't pay much more for my books just because I'm cheap when it comes to books, because I read them and then I'm done with them. So this book is about Cade and Monroe. In the beginning of the book, Monroe is running for her life. I won't tell you what she's running from, because that would just give away the whole entire book, or at least part of the book. But she is running for her life, and she runs down to the river, and at the river she meets Cade, who is fending for his life and his siblings' lives. I won't tell you why. Again, would give away the book. But through that, they become the best of friends, and at some point Monroe starts to have more serious feelings for Cade. And halfway through the book, we learn that Cade leaves. He leaves town, but he doesn't tell anybody why or when or what's going on, and it causes hardships between his siblings and him, and then also Monroe. And he later then comes back in the book, and well, he comes back before then, but the past comes up, and he tells him what happened. But he comes back to town because he is injured. He gets hurt from a cliff climbing venture, and Monroe happens to be his physical therapist, and their relationship picks back up and it just keeps moving forward, and it just shows you that love and friendship is not bounded by time or being close to one another. It's more than that, and this book is just definitely worth a read, or just, you know, a quick glance at, because it was just an amazing book and I really loved it. So definitely one of my favorites recently. The next book we have is called Summer Days, and this is by Susan Mallory. As you can tell, I paid $6 for it. And this book is part of a little series. It has Summer Nights, and it also has, if it will show you, it has also Summer, All Summer Long. I've already read All Summer Long. I love the book. It's part of the reason why I picked up this one. So this book is about, it's about a land dispute. So the main character, Heidi, her grandfather has unlawfully sold her property, her ranch, to somebody to help a friend in need who was diagnosed with cancer and needed treatment immediately. In the meantime of this, a court has said that the two parties must live together until an arrangement can be made, because of the fact that Heidi's grandfather technically did sell the land, but the land wasn't his to sell. So when they're living together, the main character, Rafe, moves in with him as well, because he wants to make sure that his mom's not being taken advantage of, and he wants to make sure that they're not doing anything that they shouldn't be. And in the process of that, his mom starts buying all these crazy animals, and Heidi and Rafe actually start spending time together, and as they spend time together, they start having feelings for each other. By the end of the book, they're madly in love. But it was definitely funny, and you get some laughs out of it, and at some points you're just like, okay, I see where this is going. I really like it. The last book is called Must Love Cowboys. This is about a young lady that is fulfilling her grandfather's last wishes of where he would like his ashes spread, and, you know, delivering letters to certain people and so forth and so on. And on her adventures to give the answers, to fulfill his wishes, she meets one of her grandfather's friends, and while she meets him, she has to spend the night because she was out real late and it's a long drive. That night, her grandfather's friend has a heart attack, or a thought heart attack, and so she becomes the ranch's cook. And as she becomes the cook, she starts feeling stuff for Mr. Wyatt here, who is an ex-firefighter. And there's also a mystery going on. They're trying to find out why somebody is looking for, I can't remember the guy's name. What is the guy's name? I can't remember. What the guy's name is. But she goes and they're trying to find out why somebody is, Calvin, that's the guy's name. Why somebody is out looking for Calvin and trying to hurt him. And when they find out, it's a whole unraveling mystery. But in the meantime, Wyatt and Tina fall madly in love with each other after they pretty much say that they hate each other. And then they end up getting engaged after only knowing each other for a week. And oh, it's just a really good book, and I really recommend it. If not for anything, just stare at the half-naked Abby cowboy in the front. Definitely worth a look. But those are the 5 books I've recently read I wanted to share with you guys. Every once in a while I will be sharing books with you guys, just because I do like sharing them, and I want you guys to know what I'm reading, and you know, it gives you another insight into me. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. What's the recent book that you read? I would love to know what you read, because I'm always looking for new books, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Bye guys!